Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend. Hey, welcome back to Tim Friend. I'm Tim, I'm your friend, and I'm here, and I'm playing games, and we're having a good time. We're gonna deal with these reinforcements that have just popped up, just like we dealt with the last one, by ignoring the ones with the javelins, which is probably a bad idea, but I don't know, I'm lazy, and I don't want to move dudes around more than I have to. So we're gonna have Sane come down and eventually start reinforcing Hector and Elliewood, hopefully, against the endless Cavaliers. It's not true, they do end, it's just irritating. We'll have Florina. We'll see if she can go up and do any damage. Really low damage, but I mean, damage is damage. And she's got the javelin equipped, they might not shoot at her. Let's see if Elliewood can get the kill on this guy before we commit to that plan of action. Oh man, even with the support bonus, Elliewood can't quite kill that guy with his iron sword, so we'll use the rapier. Get a good stab in there, Elliewood. Good job. And I mean, that just happens sometimes. Like, the enemy had more health and was more defense because the enemy's stats are not set in stone, which was a little bit of alliteration for you. Elliewood gets a fairly decent level there. I mean, a bunch of stats that he already has good or aren't super impressive. But there's a lot of them. Anyway, Elliewood, sorry, the stats being set in stone, that's what I was talking about. Every enemy has a slight variance in what its stats can be, and that makes it interesting. It makes it so that you can't just squeak by, I guess. It makes it easier sometimes, make it harder sometimes. Just what you would expect stat variance to do. Wow, incredible, incredible, incredible knowledge, Tim. And I just said the word incredible a bunch of times. Give Florina an Iron Lance, see if she can do better. See, that means she's 2-rounding things, which is good. If she'll take 3 hits from the javelins, then she'll still be alive. So hopefully there's not too much stat variance on that second Javelier reinforcement, or else Florina might be in a bit of trouble, but Florina dodged the first javelin hit, so she should be okay. Pray for no crits. Let's see, am I missing anything? There's no reinforcements down there. Nothing up here. Still waiting out the ballista. The ballista keeps shooting. Now it's shooting at Oswin, and it'll hit, but it does no damage. Now the guy throws a javelin at Elliewood, which is interesting. Wonder why he's choosing to throw it at Elliewood when this one throws it at Florina. What's the difference there? What's happening? Oh my god, I don't know. And more, of course, Cavaliers. We'll have Marcus come up and reinforce them this time with his Silver Lance. I mean, feels bad using it on just like a Cavalier, but sometimes you just gotta really kill things dead. And these javelins are getting to the point where if they all miraculously got hits on people, then I would lose people. And I don't wanna take that chance, you know? I don't wanna risk it, especially when I lost the Matthew Biscuit, if you will. Don't. I mean, when I say if you will, it doesn't mean you have to. Just, you can ignore that joke. Florina should get the kill on this Lausian Cavalier. I always like that these reinforcements come from the back being Cavaliers. It sort of implies that Darren of Laos sent, like, a flanking force to the north from Kaelin and sort of looped around these mountains up here to come in from behind. It implies that there's some actual strategy going on behind this instead of like a, you know, just game design. Hector is Hector in this little combat. But it also means that I have to deal with a lot of bullshit on the back line. And whatever, it's more experience, so I'll take it. Elliewood gets the kill. We're bringing him up to Hector's level very rapidly. We're getting a lot of experience from these guys. What level are they? They're level 7. Wow, no wonder I'm getting a bunch of experience. I think that was one shot left from the ballista. We'll go ahead and move Sane back into position as Marcus and Florina seem to have reinforced Hector and Elliewood to a degree where I'm not worried about that end of the fight anymore. Have Priscilla keep topping people off, getting their level up hit point, which was a lot of p and t in one sentence, so I hope that shows up. Hope that's great on the audio capture. Whatever. The ballista shoots Sane, hits him because he can't juke for shit, and this javelin misses Elliewood. Elliewood's doing very well at dodging. Good job, Elliewood. And more Cavaliers. That's okay. What have we got here? This guy looks like he will be of the variety that can be one-rounded by Hector and Elliewood teaming up. So that's nice. It means we won't have to deal with any more surplus cavaliers. Speaking of teaming up, Halloween was recently, and my dear Julia friend and I dressed up in exquisite costumes of I was a Team Rocket grunt, and she was a Giuliavani, the sort of gender-bent version of Giovanni, and it was awesome. So, I mean, I'll try to post pictures of them on the Tim Friend Facebook page, or I won't, depending on whether Julia Friend actually wants those pictures posted. So, maybe look out for them. But I mean, you should also like the Tim Friend Facebook page, as I'll be letting you know when I'm launching new series and posting videos and stuff like that. You should also, of course, subscribe to the Tim Friend channel if you haven't by now, because it's great. And you're watching incredible content right now, I promise. You super are, trust me. Which consists of me talking over watching similar combat animations again and again and again and again. I mean, if you want to drill down, that's what it is, but whatever, who cares? That's what Let's Plays are. Ooh, that guy can go hit Merlinus. What's Merlinus' speed? It's 6. So, Merlinus won't get doubled by them, but he will get hit, probably. So now we'll have Sane run back down, so that hopefully Sane can run over and get the reinforce or get an attack on Merlinus, or not on Merlinus, on that Cavalier. Because Marcus and Florina should be able to come down, but if they can't, and if Dorcas and Bartre have problems, then I'd like more backup. Lynn and Kent continue the long road from the bottom vendors up here while avoiding the ballista. Merlinus jukes. Those javelin throwers are not. Oh god, got a case of the extreme flatulence. Burping up a storm over here. Merlinus juked a javelin, which is not saying much considering the javelins have only hit a person one time so far, which is hilarious. But maybe we can just leave Florina to deal with that one. What's her level? She's almost level 10. Wow, go Florina. And we'll have Eliwood and Hector. Now we don't want to put Eliwood and Hector next to each other. We want them close to each other, but not next to each other. Because we don't want them to accidentally get an A support, which would preclude either of them from hooking up with any of the hot chicks that will join this army. And I meant that in, you know, that was, they're cute little anime girls. There's not a lot of, like, oh my god, they're so hot characters in this game. They're cute anime pixel sprite things. Lynn, though, is super cute, so if you say anything bad about her, I'll punch you in the face. I promise, I will actually do that. Don't test me. We'll have Priscilla come up and heal Oswin. The archer is now standing outside the ballista, so we don't have anything to fear from him anymore unless we're dumb and forget things. So we'll have Priscilla heal Oswin as he begins the slow march towards oblivion, the sweet release of death. Grim. Oh, Lynn can talk to Urk. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Lady Lindis, please stand back. I'll serve as the advance guard. You. Is that you, Urk? Yes, my lady. Pleasure to see you. Urk, why are you here in Caelin? For reasons of my own, I've joined up with Eliwood's company. We're here to rescue Caelin. Please, Lady Lindis, would you kindly withdraw? My grandfather is in the castle. I'm not going to retreat from this battle. You might be a noble woman, but you haven't changed it at all. Very well, at least stay near me. I'll be your escort. Thank you, Urk. Aw, why can't they get together? They'd be cute. Of course, anyone with Lynn is cute. Right, guys? I'm right, of course. I'll have them keep moving on up. Sane, the king of being a fucking yo-yo, will move on up as well. We'll have basically everyone start moving towards the finish, the end of this mission. I was gonna say the finale, but I don't want to say finale unless this is the actual end of a game, you know? Florina will pick up the kill and ding level 10, because apparently I'm playing World of Warcraft with my phraseology here. Will this Cavalier get his actual hit? Nope! This Cavalier, as his friends did, will spend his life in ignominy as the guys who could never hit with their javelins. What's Florina's 10th level look like, though? Will she get strength? Nope. She gets... I mean, skill's nice, and luck's good, because that evasion is something that she'll always need, but really hoping for strength soon with these champers. Oswin, his resistance is 4, so he's going to take a healthy chunk of damage from that mage, which is sad, but whatever, he'll be okay. He'll live through it, and we've got Priscilla to back him up. Priscilla will come up and heal Kent. Because Kent apparently took like 5 points of damage. Must have been from a mercenary Myrmidon earlier on in the chapter when they were separated out from their friends. But Priscilla gets level 5. That's 2 levels in one chapter, and she gets magic and speed. Ooh, good levels on Priscilla so far. Hopefully they continue. Lowen, he sold his red gem, right? I didn't just forget about that. Come on, Lowen. The reason we're not using Lowen and we're using Kent Insane is because Lowen's growths just do not keep up with Kent Insane's, in my opinion. He gets very tanky, but I already have people that are tanky. And then a tank on a horse is not exciting to me. Which should be obvious because I'm using Oswin, the slowest character that we get in this game. Except for Wallace, who is the same speed, at least movement speed. And Oswin is just the tankiest devil. He took 0 damage from that archer, even though that archer had a steel bow. Ooh, that guy had a 2% chance to still not quite kill Oswin. Jesus. Oswin is tanky as fuck, and he's just fast enough to not get doubled by things. But we'll probably finish up this chapter next time on Tim Friend. Tim Friend?